All right. How you guys doing? You guys having a great night? I hope you're having a great night. It's currently 1:30 a.m. right now for me, and I was planning on going to bed a few hours ago. And then I opened up my phone. Because this is my off day. My off day is a day that I try to avoid the internet. I avoid news. Because when you do what I do and you spend every single day of your life scanning news for propaganda, scanning news to continue up on stories, you like to have a day off. But even on that day off, I usually, at least 2 or 3 times, I'll check the news. And you know what happened? On my day off, this happened. If you remember about a week ago, we made a video about a gas attack FF, which I'm sure you know what that means, to be carried out by U.S. militants in Syria, right? And that video is going to be linked below if you want to go watch it so you can see exactly what we were saying about a week ago. And that was being stated by the Russian defense minister. Sorry, I'm not editing this video because it's 1:30 in the morning and I want it posted right after I'm done. So the Russian defense minister said it's either going to happen in Douma, it's going to happen in Daraa, or Idlib. U.S. militants are going to carry out a false PAG attack in one of those places because, obviously, the Syrian government and Russian government are retaking eastern Ghouta, retaking Douma, enforcing those U.S.-backed, Israeli-backed, and foreign proxy army-backed, Saudi, Turkey, you name it, militants, terrorists, if you will, back to Idlib, which is currently being held by Turkey. And as it goes, as predicted by all parties around the board except the U.S., that was totally oblivious to it because they're probably a guilty party. It happened. So, on the chemical attack on Douma, here's what the U.S. State Department said on my day off. Yeah, I can't even get a day off. You know how that goes. We continue to closely follow disturbing reports on April 7th regarding another alleged chemical attack, or another alleged chemical attack, weapons attack. What? I read that wrong. Anyhow, this time targeting a hospital in Douma, Syria, which was predicted a week ago. It was predicted 2 to 3 weeks ago, because my report on that was reporting on information that was up to a week to 2 weeks old, because I was in the middle of a battle with my channel being taken down and other channels of my website being attacked by Google and Facebook and BOC, if you know who that is, and all these other parties and chilly activity. You know how that goes when you speak the truth. So in the midst of that, I was a little bit late on reporting, but I was able to see all the information and put together a comprehensive analysis of what was going down with Nikki Haley, with bringing in Pompeo and bringing in John Bolton, all these anti-Iran, anti-Syria, pro-war, pro-Israeli people to get this ball rolling. They pushed out what's his name? Rex Tillerson. I can't remember his name for a second. Mr. Gasman. They pushed out Rex Tillerson, and Trump actually said today that the reason he pushed out Rex Tillerson is because he was at least okay with the Iran nuclear deal. Or nuclear deal. I know, I say it wrong sometimes. But he was okay with that, and Trump was like, that's not in the game plan. That's not for the Greater Israel Project. So, lo and behold, that's why they're bringing in the guys. And that's why today we have all these reports about the State Department, and actually these are yesterday. No, that's the gas tech. Where am I? Well, talking about the pulling out of the Iran deal because they knew what was happening today. That was the day before today. So anyhow, back on track. At least 70 killed in suspected chemical attack in Douma, and that was like 30. That's probably an hour ago now. That's been open for a bit. We have CNN, obviously. That was posted at 12 a.m. Dozens dead in possible. Remember, possible. They want to be liable when it's proven a false flag like the last one in 2017. Gas attack in Syria regime, and the one in 2013 as well. Both proven false. And it was an illegal war crime that was carried out by 40 tomahawks being launched on the Syrian army without a war declaration by the UN or the United States. No congressional approval, nothing. It was just flat out against the law, all laws, U.S. law, international law, just general decency. Every law was broken in that case. Assad regime denies use of chemical weapons in Douma attack that killed 35 and what was it? 70, 35. We got any other numbers? Any other numbers? Any other numbers? I heard, oh, there's one. 40 people killed. 1,000 people were injured. That was 10 hours ago. You know how they like to jump the gun and throw them big numbers up there. But the bigger the number, the better. It could be 1,000. It could be 40. It could be 20. It doesn't matter because numbers are arbitrary when it's a false event, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this laid-back, off-the-cuff analysis without any forward planning. So I was watching this CNN article.
We're about to.
Oh, let's not get that playing. I don't want a copyright strike for no reason.
Children.
I'm just giving my honest analysis. Honest, no copyright. You're allowed to commentate on news articles. That's freedom of speech. You're allowed to do that. You don't have to take my channel down for that. But I was trying to skim through here to show you. But anyway, if you want to go refute what I'm saying, go check the link in the description. I'll have this for you. They show a video filmed by the White Helmets of them running into a bombed out building, which dust is floating around. And they claim that's gas. Okay. Which I guess that's fine if you don't know what you're talking about. And trying to get a good angle of this. Nobody that's rushing in and out of this building have gas masks. There's a few that have, you know, the dusk masks that doctors wear, but most don't. None of them are wearing hazmat suits, nothing like that. Nothing to prevent gas from killing you. And they're claiming that's a chemical attack. Okay. Now, I've seen other videos so far posted of like kids getting water put on their face, like right here, and other stuff that may or may not be. But the fact of the matter is, they're pushing information that is not even verified right now. They're pushing saying, oh, this is a gas attack. Oh, it was the Syrian government. And they're getting that information from Al-Qaeda. They're getting it from the White Helmets, obviously. The White Helmets. Because if you go in and watch this video, you'll see the White Helmet symbols on the back of their jackets. This is the White Helmets, as always. And some of the news articles say from activists inside Syria. But you know the White Helmets are funded by the U.S. government, the British government, and they're considered a terrorist organization, at least the head of their organization, by the United States, but we fund them millions of dollars in USAID, according to the Defense Department, the same one that is criticizing, the same U.S. Defense Department that is criticizing the Syrian government for attacking these people with gas that they don't have because the U.S. was a part of taking away any chemical weapons away from Syria. But that doesn't matter. Anyhow, I really don't have the time to go through all of this right now, and I'm sure there's going to be tomorrow. Hell, we might attack Syria tomorrow. We might launch a war on them tomorrow. Because you know what happened last time? This happened in 2017. We launched 40 Tomahawk missiles without any proof, without any investigation. Just boom. One day Trump was saying, oh, we're pulling out of Syria, just like he did a week ago, like if you go watch my video. And 3 days later, we were launching attacks on Syria because of chemical weapons attacks just like this. So, the same game, same playbook, same thing over and over and over. This is all a push. This is all a push to gain ground in either Syria or against Iran, because obviously they've been pushing and pushing. I want to pull out of Iran, nuclear deal. I want to pull out of Iran, nuclear deal. That's just the game, the name of the game. As soon as they pull out of the Iran nuclear deal, guess what happens? Well, you're free to have war with Iran because you no longer are a part of that you're not a part of that defense treaty anymore, that you have to protect Iran from any outside attacks. That gives Israel free reign to attack Iran. They can attack any nuke plants that they want. They can attack anywhere. But right now, with that deal still in place, guess what? Legally, I guess technically that doesn't matter because when do they follow the law? But anyway, I think that would be the stepping stone to where, boom, Russia has to intervene and start a world war at that point. But who knows? This is just my initial take. This is probably, like a 20-minute video of me just rambling, so I'm going to end this pretty soon. Just think of this as a live stream without me actually being the live stream, because I got that ability taken away from false flag claims on my videos. I can use that term in that context, obviously, without getting a false community guideline strike. I didn't say anybody. I didn't say no one died. I don't know. It's suspected. It's possible. It's suspected. Same terms that any other media uses. We just don't know. The death. Oh, here's another one. Remember, it was 35, it was 40, it was 100, 1,000, 25, and now we're at 150. The death toll as high as 150. We don't know. Got to figure that one out. I'm sure by tomorrow they'll have a number that they like, and they can go with. Oh, and this is look what the Jerusalem Post. Of course, they want to go with the highest death toll number possible. Of course they do. But anyway, oh, yep, white helmets. Look. They're the ones that are posting this. And, yeah. That's where it stands right now. I'm sure tomorrow I'll get right back on the case and try to prevent World War III. Because, that sucks. We shouldn't have to suffer because other people want to pull things off to push their own agendas. It's just a handful of people that want to pull something off to push their own agenda, when we could stop this. We could put our foot down. We could say, no, we don't believe it anymore. No, you're not allowed to push this propaganda anymore. Hand over the reins. We're not going to watch you anymore. Stop watching CNN. Stop watching this. Let me and a handful of others be the only ones to watch it. And then just stop. Better yet, once you figure out that it's bullshit, just stop watching it. I'm not telling you to stop watching something if you still truly believe it. Watch it and verify the sources. And run everything they say. Run it over everything you watch. Like, watch hundreds of sources. If you believe something, verify it. Don't just be satisfied that I say it, or he says it, or they say it, or CNN says it, or the Jerusalem Post says it, or Herat says it, or CNN or BBC, or anyone says it. Make sure that it's truthful information. Verify what they're showing you. Go and look at the information that they're showing you. That's why I source everything I ever say. Go look at any of my videos. Everyone has links to what I say. Some of them are probably removed because those sites are taken down, but every time, if I show it on the screen, I give you the link. Go verify it. Go see if their sources are correct. So anyway, guys, that's going to be all for now. As you know, we're not making any money from YouTube anymore. We're not making any money from our websites anymore because AdSense got taken down from false claims. So, if you appreciate our analysis, we stay sharp and we're on top of things. We predicted this was going to happen over a week ago. I mean, it's not like we predicted or we had a magical ball. All we did is we looked at the evidence, we looked at the claims, and yeah, it made sense. Yeah, it definitely seemed like this is what's going to happen. I mean, the Russian defense minister was saying that. I mean, you can't trust the government for sure with everything they say, but hell, it happened. It happened, and it's happened before. This is the third time that it's happened. And we'll see what happens from there. Yeah, I'm going to end rambling. That's going to be all for now, guys. Continue to keep your eyes open. And as always, this has been Tyranny Unmasked.